Songs from the Moon is a 7-part podcast that blends music and spoken word to tell the story of a society gone horribly wrong, and one man's challenge to put things back on track. Transmission 1, taken by the glow. We meet our hero Cab at the end of his rope. Depressed and miserable, Cab's looking to blame someone for the mess that his life has become. He wonders how humans in the 21st century gave up on freedom. He rants via his secret blog until he gets a mysterious call from a friend. A call that turns things around, at least for the time being. I'm Edward Eves. Welcome to Songs from the Moon.
How do I start? Hello. I am 312-57-62493. But you folks have names, right? Well, my friends call me Cab. It's just the letters associated with my numbers and a little more human than, hey, 312. You see, we started doing away with names a while back. Names were usually about looking backwards for a namesake, like your grandparents or a favorite uncle. But dwelling in the past is hurtful. We look ahead because looking backwards only repeats our nightmares, our mistakes. We hide behind our fears, which of course come from the past. As numbers, we're easier to keep track of, easier to tax, to reward, easier to rank and stratify. We are a system. We work together. At least that's how it's been since the break, or what your children's children will come to call the war. You see, you had freedom. And you had a voice. But your unbridled, ego-driven individuality ultimately caved your society under the weight of blind greed. You traded trust for fiction, and your so-called coexistence was crushed between mob rule and those who would rule the mob. Laws, borders, the media all became victims of the global land grab because everyone wanted their piece. And I don't mean peace. Lives became statistics sold to the highest bidders, while your politicians and your idealists amounted to nothing more than sideshows. And you cashed in on every piece of your planet that could be sold. And you, yes, 21st century you, saw all this coming and did nothing to stop it. Were you so entitled? You cared nothing for those who were different than you, and you would savagely buy or just take what you felt was yours, and your world was completely out of control. You know, you never really understood freedom, did you? You had it, and you blew it. You failed at freedom. Well, I know this is not entirely true. It's only part of the story, but that's how the state is spinning it these days, and it's pretty fucking sad. But I know of another history. A past that tells me there was something extraordinarily beautiful, something free, about you, about your time, and your Earth. However, my gig is very different than yours. You see, the year for me is now 2136, I live on the moon. I came here about 20 years ago as I could no longer afford to stay in what was left of Earth. I live in a little tech town about 400 meters below the surface called Shackleton's Basement. I'm a librarian, a data manager. I manage our friends and, friends. You don't know about friends. Like you call domesticated animals pets. We call our people-friendly robots friends. And you'd call that politically correct, right? Anyway, we oversee massive data fields that are owned by the state. Now, imagine everything that was part of Earth, your beautiful Mother Blue, reduced to a data point. Her beaches, oceans, mountains, redwoods, butterflies, buildings, books, the whole shebang. All here at the touch of a button. In case we ever need to rebuild, relearn, or re-fucking-gurgitate any or all of it. Speaking of buttons, we get these. Right here, my left ear. They're called tune control buttons. You feel a little low and you give yourself a tune-up. Get a little uptight, and you just take your mind down a peg. You can actually feel a little zing from the electrode. Lovely. You see, the state provides all we need. Of course, our benevolent state is just a storefront for the corporate gods. Maybe it was the same crap in your day. And everywhere there's this endless din of electronic stimuli rubbish programmed by the state to keep us happy, to keep us controlled, to keep us consuming. We call it the power show. It's kind of like the Dark Ages with the lights on. And hold on. Lo G, what's up, brother? Me? Oh, I've been writing a little love letter to some friends. You know, I know, I work too much. But I'm dealing with some major G's here. The time travel thing. Shh. Yeah, no. Haven't decided yet. Let's keep it exactly. What's that? This afternoon at the Dome? You have a new tune. Look, can it wait? I'm in the middle of a little guitar. Well, okay. What do you got? I'm putting you on the box.
The Pied Piper is back in town. This time you get to share the crown. All you want and all you dream, there for you in every scene. They made it easy to find your place. Oh, you've opted in, now you're in the race. So much better than the life you know. Don't you see you've been taken by the glow? Neath your rose-colored glasses lives the dope of the masses. Hijacked your senses, your precious attention. Now you're making love to a corporate invention. Shame on you. They said it's just to entertain you and connect you and enlighten you to be a better you. But all the time they've been selling all the shit that you've been smelling. The cocktail of greed, unplugged from what nature feeds, giving you just what your baby needs. Don't be the last to know. Sorry baby, you've been taken by the glow. Sorry, baby, you've been taken by the glow. And in that glow is a perfect you created, propagated, and it must be true. And that beautiful you is riding high in a digital land of sunny skies, yeah. And every click becomes a clue, a giveaway to the real you. And you behave it, they'll take your pie. You think you're free, but that's a lie. This so-called cure for loneliness is electric crack for the restless. In a world of deafening emptiness, we've forgotten about our togetherness. Is this how you go with the flow? This how you go with the flow? Sorry, baby, you've been taken by the. Sorry, mama, you've been taken by the. Sorry, daddy, you've been taken by the glow.
Sweet. G. Low G. You still there? Shit,